Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is about 3:30. I got a late start today because I had a really busy weekend, and my brother from California is in town. So this morning when we went out for breakfast and stuff, but I was so tired that I actually came home and took a nap, which I don't normally do. But anyway, so update with the garden. Even though I did put some starts in the house for like the brassicas, the cabbages and the broccoli and cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I did put starts in the house for those, but I don't know. It's something I've never really done before, and I feel like some of the starts that I did in the house that I brought outside are struggling. I know it's so hot outside, but just the way I totally ate it today coming out from outside in my garden, I fell, because I'm clumsy sometimes. But I stepped on something in the rocks and it was slippery and I busted my elbow a little bit. But, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Anyways, back to the garden. But my elbow hurts. Anyway, so I put some seeds into the garden. Not all of them that I'm planning on, like the kohlrabi I have not put out there. I probably should go get that. I'll go get that right now when I'm done with this, and I'll put some seeds in. But I haven't watered since yesterday morning because I was gone like all of yesterday and then this morning into this afternoon. I didn't get home until about noon. So I'm not too tired from out here. I'm being a bad gardener and a bad dog mom. But they love me still. So anyway, yeah, so I put in I put in the cabbage, I put in broccoli, I put in broccoli rabe, I put in cauliflower. I think I had 2 different kinds of Brussels sprouts possibly. I can't remember exactly. But anyways, I put all those in, watered yesterday. I think there's something else I was going to say. Okay, so also, besides the planting of seeds and growing of plants and vegetables, I do have the front part of my backyard, this little section where I have my greenhouse now. It's a little bit of a cluster right now. I'm probably not going to work on it today, just because it's already going into 4 o'clock. And basically what's over here, which I'll put a clip in, is all of my empty planters, empty totes, old hoses, garden accessories. It's all right here. And if you haven't been to my backyard, my house, you know that I don't have a huge space back here. So this is almost like my catch-all area right now. But I really, eventually, it might be a couple weeks away, I will organize all this stuff and make it accessible and inaccessible to my dogs because they're going inside the greenhouse and what? Of course, they're pooping. That was Raider falling out of the shed here. Anyway, so yeah, so I really need to get this space organized. But it's one of those things that I need to do like when I'm here all day, and I was not here all day. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in the house and go get my kohlrabi. I'm going to put that out in the garden, and then we'll have a brief garden update. I have not looked at it since I watered it yesterday morning, and even though the temperatures are going down here in Las Vegas, it's still, I think it was like 104 yesterday. I think everything's fine, but I'm expecting some sad plants when I get back there, and there's one tomato plant that I'm like, I don't think it's going to stay. That's one of my starts, and that's why I want to start some seeds into the garden as well as the starts in the house, just to like compare, I guess, and see what will thrive, if the things out here will do better, which I think they will, because doing starts in the house is never something I've done before. In the past with gardens, I've always so yeah, in California we would put them in little solo cups, but I have things like this, which are good, but in California we put them in little solo cups and have them outside in like a shaded, cooled area, just to get them started so they'll be outside. But here, because it's so hot, is the reason why I did the starts inside. But then like I feel like I don't have the time, and I don't think about it, where you have to like bring them out and acclimate them to the outside, and because it's so hot, as soon as I bring them outside, and they're supposed to be out for a while, to get used to the outside, they just kind of get droopy right away. So I figured this way, if I put seeds in the soil in the high temperatures, and get them started out here and already like pre-adapted to the heat, even though I know it's cooling down in a couple weeks, I just want to see if that helps them grow better. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get a couple seeds that I'm gonna replant out here, and then I'll show you this cluster of a F over here, and that's it. All the things, all the extra planters, the buckets, things I need to throw away, extra fencing, hoses. I do believe that this is what I slipped on when I came out, and I fell right there and busted my lip on my cup. But anyways, these are extra eggshells I want to put in the garden. You know, that's fine if they're out here. Anyway, so that's my gate that goes outside. And my garden and everything still looks green, but I'm going to go get some seeds, plant that, water everything, and then I will do a thorough overview of everything. Alright, so week 3 garden update. Here are my eggplants. Still doing pretty good. I do have these 3 little sprouts that have come up that I planted because my Black Beauty, which this plant, I think I'm just gonna pull it because the bottoms look bad, the tops look bad, so I'm just gonna pull that. These still look pretty good, the Caspers. I'm gonna let them go. They need to grow some more because they're still pretty flimsy. But yeah, so I replanted. So originally I did have 2 bumblebee plants in here, but they just didn't make it. So I did put another bumblebee seed in here, and this one I put regular cherry tomatoes, just basic cherry tomatoes in them. But right now my tomatoes are getting, I pulled a lot of stuff, but you can see, like, well, there's one little hole there, but I pulled like these leaves off. You can see the little holes. This one's better. All the little holes from what I'm assuming are flea beetles, because I did find those sorry, when I was getting the garden ready. And see, like this one right here, this is my these are the Kellogg's, and see I have little, but I don't know, I'm doing everything I can to get rid of the pests, but we'll see. Oh, and then I have a little sprout here that came up, and I cannot remember if I put seeds in here, but I'm just gonna keep watering it and we'll see what happens. My black tomato, I put a few more seeds in there. I'm really impatient when it comes to tomatoes and peppers, and I know that they can take up to 2 weeks to sprout. I have problems with that, but anyway. And then these are 2 Cherokee tomatoes that I started inside. I brought them out. They're still pretty young. That one looks pretty good. It's in the shade right now. That one, the sun just started hitting it, but the sun will be going down in a couple hours. But I really saturated those, and hopefully they'll be okay. And that is also a Cherokee there. Here are my zucchini, my gray zucchini. Those are coming up nicely. My peppers still being ravaged by, we're going to say flea beetles, because I had a bunch of those and I'm really trying to get rid of them, but they hide and who knows. This one over here though, my sweet pepper, is looking the best. I don't know what it is about this planter versus these ones, because you can see like this one has got damage on it. This one has damage on it. This one has damage on it. But they're still there. They're still thriving. They're still doing their thing. So we're gonna just keep on going. There's my effing air conditioner. Anyway, so I put in these green onions last week, and so I have those in there. I don't think my parsnips have not popped up yet, but my rutabaga, I have quite a few little sproutage going on. Not in that one. I did put one in there, but I don't see anything in that one. So I'm going to move away from the air conditioner to where it's not so loud. So yeah, so I did plant in here. Oh, here, I can pull this out because I don't have eggplant there. I was planning on it, but anyway, so I got the broccoli rabe right here. I have cauliflower right here. And wait, is that what it says? Yeah. Cabbage is right here. And I could not find the kohlrabi seeds. I know I ordered them. I don't know. Brussels sprouts, and I do have two different kinds. I have a purple and a green. Celery, I put those in last week. But they take some time. The sprouts that I put in the house like 3 weeks ago, they finally just started. And here's my okra. And the interesting thing to me is that I put 3 different kinds of varieties, and I have 1, 2, 3 rows. Only one of each have sprouted so far. But I do have this little guy coming up right here. Am I in shot there? Yeah, so right there, little guy. And then over here is where okay, so I used the sunflower seeds for my sunflower I grew last season, and none of the seeds have come up yet, so I'm wondering if they're just not viable. I'll put some actual sunflower seeds in there maybe next week just to give them some time. All the front stuff up here are different melon varieties, so those are coming up. I'm curious to see how that goes. And then these are my sweet corn, and I only have, well, there's 4 technically, but there's one right there. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's getting kind of crispy, so I don't know if that's gonna last. But yeah, nothing's growing right here, and I wonder if that's like a dead zone for, you know, those pesky friends, my ants. And then over here, these are all the strawberry popcorn corn. Those are coming up nicely. Again, nothing in the back where I put the sunflowers, where I was planning on having this wall of sunflowers. But then I also have, these are my watermelons. I think one of those is just a basic watermelon. The other one is the Desert King watermelon. But yeah, so there's that. And then over here, still no gherkins. Those haven't popped up yet. They take time, I guess. I don't know. I've never grown them before. I'm one of those people who will start digging in the soil to find the little sprouting, so I'll probably do that and be nosy. But here are my noodle beans coming up very nicely. And then we have the basic green beans. Let's see. And then this, I still don't really know what that is. I must have dropped a seed there or something, I don't know. Anyway, and then these are my pickled cucumbers, and look at the flea beetles got this one too. Those jerks. And then I have this, a bush bean right here. But yeah, so because I put some sunflowers back there too. So those haven't popped up yet. And then that's where my peas are. Those haven't popped up yet, but I think those seeds were kind of old, so we'll see. They might take a little bit longer to pop up. There, let me see if I can, well, I have you here. So they should be around in here somewhere. Because I am an impatient gardener, and I want everything to grow quickly, but it won't. Yeah, I don't see anything. See, what I'll probably do is, because I'm impatient, I'll probably put more seeds in, and then I will get twice as many as I should. So I don't even see any sprouts or anything. Where the freak did I put them? This is bad. This is so bad of me. This is how I do things. I'm like, did I put the seeds in here? I swear I put the seeds in here. This is terrible. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll probably go get some more seeds and put them in. I'll probably go do that right now. Because I can't handle it when things have been in the dirt for, 3 weeks and they haven't done anything. But anyway, so I'm going to go get some seeds and I'll put them in here again. Maybe closer to the surface and see how it goes. Alright, so I watered everything, and I did put more black tomato seeds in. And these are the basic cherry tomatoes that I put in place of that one where the tomato died. And because that one spot where there were corn, and some of them didn't grow and some were dying, I put some more of the sweet corn in there. And these are the bumblebee tomatoes. So that's what they're gonna look like. I put a couple more seeds in one of the planters there, and my impatientness, or my impatience, with gardening and things that don't start growing, you know. So I put some more of these in there. Couldn't find sprouts anywhere, so I put more seeds in because that's how I do things. And then I end up getting twice as much as I should. Anyway, so that was my third week of updates, and next Monday I will be going to Disneyland, so I won't be doing. I'll probably water the garden before I go, but I'm leaving Monday morning at 8 to go to Disneyland, and I won't be back until Wednesday. So I might do a fourth week of updates later in the week, but definitely won't be next Monday. Anyway, which is why I probably won't be working on this horrible mess in my backyard until 2 weeks from now. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed my third week of garden updates, and like, comment, subscribe, enjoy, and until next time, see you later. Later.